Hello and welcome to Sophisticated Pairs video blog. My name is Erica and today I am reviewing the Anna Pardal Diana bra. The Diana is actually my first foray into unpadded bras from the Anna Pardal collection. Thus far I've mostly been sticking with those, but I really wanted the opportunity to try something that was unpadded. For starters, I've always loved unpadded bras. It's what I've been wearing for years, so to completely move away from them didn't quite feel right, and I wanted to have at least one or two options that were unpadded. So how does this stack up fit-wise? First off, I see a lot of similarities in the way that the unpadded bras are constructed in comparison to the padded ones. In fact, I think it would be very easy for them to just stick padding underneath of the fabric construction and you'd wind up with a new padded variation. They're actually going to do this with their cappuccino bra, and it's going to be called stiff cappuccino. So there's definitely some similarities here. You have the same kind of plunge neckline with the lower center gore. The underwires themselves are very narrow, both here at the center and on the sides. They also don't come up too high on the sides either, which is great, especially if you're petite or short-waisted. They both create that same kind of lifted, rounded forward look, which is nice. In fact, I'd say that this is kind of similar in profile to what you'd expect from something like, say, the Cleo Marcy. The only downside I see with this particular one is just that the top cup here, while beautiful, is not very stretchy. It's very inflexible. And it works fine for me, but I think that on some women, depending on their breast shape, it could be a problem. Either it's going to cut in or it's just going to gape and we're not going to have a good fit there. Size-wise, this is actually the 32HH. I usually take this in the Anna Pardal line. It runs about a band size and a cup size small compared to UK lines, so keep that in mind. I'm typically a 30HH in panache, for example, and 32HH fits great. The band is comfortably snug on the loosest set of hooks. I don't have any gaping or overflow with the cup, but as I mentioned, I do feel like the firmness of this material could cause problems for certain people depending on their breast shape. I would love to see them work with maybe either an elasticized piece at the top or something of that nature, maybe stretch lace for a future design just in case some women need that instead. Now, I do like that it's firm here towards the center with the fabric. Sometimes when you have a plunge bra like this that has this long panel here for the top cup that leads to the center board, when it's too stretchy, it's easy to get overflow for certain breast shapes. You need to have that structure in order to push it back in. Otherwise, especially as you move or bend over, the breast tissue just kind of pops out the center. So I do feel like that's great. I also think that this is slightly higher in the center than my other unpadded Comexim bras, which is nice. Sometimes throughout the day, if I move a lot, I might find that I have to readjust a little bit with the plunge bras, but with this one, you know, it stays nice and flat. I can bend over and I don't feel like I'm going to just kind of pop out the middle. It's also really, really comfortable. It's just a great bra. It doesn't feel like I have to wear a bra. It's, or don't have a bra on rather. It's not pinching, it's not rubbing, it's so lightweight. The padded bras are super comfortable too, but you know, it's been a kind of a hot summer and early fall, and it gets a little tiring always having to turn to your padded cup bras. So I really was happy to be able to try something different. Now, the aesthetics of this are gorgeous. It's a sexy black bra that has this upscale, luxurious quality to it, and that's true of a lot of the Anna Pardal line. Most of the bras that they do have this very understated, sophisticated aesthetic to them. It always feels like the bras should be a little bit more expensive than they are. And I feel like Diana really embodies this because you have this beautiful floral embroidery with this mix of like gray and even like almost like a rose-colored thread that contrasts. You have beautiful, like almost iridescent quality to the lower cup embroidery, so it really pops. You have these great oversized silver bows. And it overall just reads as your like upscale, gorgeous black bra. And the materials and the quality is fantastic as well. I found that I really like the way the Anna Pardal bras last. My ones I got in February, I think, were 7 or 8 months and I was still in the middle set of hooks. So I mean, it's really, really important to me that when I purchase a bra, it lasts a long time, and I like that quality. I think that the Anna Pardal bras don't have as stretchy and elastic in the wings, so they don't stretch out as fast as some of the other companies. Frey is kind of notorious for that, but I feel like Anna Pardal is a great alternative. Their bands do run tight, as I mentioned, so this is also a great line if you're a 26 band or if you're a 28 band that needs a true 28, so you wouldn't be sized out of the Anna Pardal line. They will even make 26 bands, so that's another good side effect of the line. And overall, I'm just really satisfied with this. It's very comfortable, it's very cute. I have had it for a while now and I love it. It's nice to have, you know, the freedom to move around and not feel like the bra is kind of cutting in here on the side. And I was a little worried about that with this one because it does feel like it hits a little higher than the padded ones right here. But I didn't have to worry about that. It's fantastic. Overall, fantastic bra. Did I say fantastic too much? Sorry, but it is. So I'm going to give it a grade A. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email me at sophisticatedpair@gmail.com. I have a pretty up-to-date list of what Anna Pardal styles are still available, and she should be coming out with some new ones soon. I can also help with some of the Comexim sizing issues because this is a Comexim collaboration, and the original Comexim line is in their European sizing. I've become much more familiar with that, so I can help you if you have questions on that front too. Also, please be sure to check out the other videos in our YouTube channel and keep up to date with our blog, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest for all the latest news and information. Thank you.